राम राम। मैं हूं प्रशांत दीक्षित और आज मैं हूं आपके साथ शुद्ध देसी रेडियो पर। शुद्ध देसी रेडियो पर मैं जुड़ रहा हूं आपके साथ इस विशेष श्रृंखला में, जिसमें हम लेकर आए हैं आपसे मुलाकात कराने के लिए GMI 2.0 2020 के विजेताओं से। GMI 2.0 में तीन इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स कैटेगरी के विजेता, जिन्होंने पियानो बजाकर सिर्फ जजेस का ही नहीं, आप सबका मन जीत लिया था, आज हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए हैं हमारे साथ। छोटी सी उंगलियों को काली सफेद पट्टियों पर जादू की तरह चलाने वाले परिश्रमी और विनोदी दीपक बालामुरुगन। हाय दीपक, वेलकम टू शुद्ध देसी रेडियो। So Deepak, heartiest congratulations on winning GMI 2.0 teens category. Instruments, I heard you play piano. It was amazing. And when I was hearing your reviews from the judges, one of the judges said that if you are thinking of taking any other career, then please do not even think about it. I think that your career should be in music. So first of all, congratulations. And before I start asking you questions, I would really like to see that what prizes have you got from GMI? I know that there was a check, there was a cash prize, but other than that, what was there?
So right here, I have a certificate with me, and I'm going to go ahead and grab it. So right here, it has my name on it.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure you can see it okay.
Yep.
So that's the certificate I got, and then I got another course, a course from Shankar Mahadevan Academy that I signed up for, and it's going to start soon. I hope.
So, Deepak, how did you choose piano as an instrument?
It all started when I was about 4 or 5. We had a keyboard at home that was sitting there, just occupying space. So I played it. I played it with my sister because she really enjoyed listening to the built-in soundtracks that were already on the keyboard. So I decided maybe I could I could just try something out and see what happens. And I tried messing around with the keyboard as a 5-year-old, and my parents saw this and they signed me up for private lessons to build my interest in piano, and it really paid off because piano is now one of my most well-versed instruments.
So, what else do you do other than playing piano, or how do you pass your time? What are your other interests?
One of my favorite interests is reading books. I read all genres of books. Their books are very interesting to me. They're like doorways to other worlds, in my opinion. I also run cross country as one of my interests. It's a great way to go outside and stretch because I'm staying inside all day due to the online school. And other than that, I also used to play tennis, but then everybody had to go inside, so I had to stop.
And what is your favorite activity other than reading books? Out of all these, reading books, playing piano, running, and then playing tennis, which one is the most favorite thing? What attracts you most?
Obviously, playing the piano is my favorite activity, but second would be running because every time I go outside and run, it feels amazing. Like the climate and the weather feels amazing, and otherwise I stay inside and run. But and that helps me build better confidence in doing things with determination.
And you play piano, and you run, and everything needs determination, everything needs some kind of consistency. Uh, how do you make sure that you are not bored of doing something, because kids these days, I see that, okay, they pick up something at the beginning, they are very enthusiastic of doing something, and then they get bored. It happens with me all the time, but I see quite often that this happens with the kids as well, that one thing, and then they cannot stick with it, they want to jump onto the other thing. So how do you keep yourself up to it, that no, I need to be motivated, I need to be determined, and I need to finish this? How do you do that?
While I'm playing piano, sometimes I don't want, like, sometimes I feel like not doing as much as I possibly can. So what I do in that instance is I take up a song that I have a personal interest in, or that I found on YouTube or I listen to, and I learn that song so that I have interest in learning something that makes me feel good, great, or feel happy. And then once I'm finished with that, that's another song added to my repertoire. And then I go back to practicing whichever song I had previously, so that I could also add that and be able to play those both fluently.
So where do you go and where do you learn it from?
I learned at a place called Jen Williams School of Music. It's here in Brentwood, Tennessee, and my teacher's name is Mr. Scott Bronze, and he's a great teacher.
Okay. And do you play outside Jan Williams as well, anywhere else, or?
So last year, I had the great opportunity of performing in Tennessee Mid-State Orchestra or Mid-State Jazz Band, and they had a piano, and I auditioned and I made it. And it was a great experience because I had to got to experience a new style of music. Jazz is a great style of music. It has so many embellishments and uh, swing and all this. And and once that was over, this year I signed up for the Tennessee Youth Orchestra, the jazz ensemble, and we're playing every Monday, and we're learning new songs.
Awesome. Congratulations on that. So you said that when you were 5, you started learning piano and all, or you started playing on keyboard. So since 5 years, you are going to the teacher and you are learning piano, or you took some time and then.
Since age 4 or 5, I started taking private lessons
Okay.
at Jen Williams for the
And where
whole.
were you born, Deepak?
I was born in Houston, Texas, but we moved to Tennessee a few years after I was born.
Oh, so have you gone back to Houston anytime after?
Yeah, we visited 2 or 3 times over the past couple of years, but we couldn't this year.
From your piano perspective or from your athletics perspective, coming back to your studies, which subjects do you like?
I prefer to study science more than anything else because you can easily you can easily find new ideas, and you can build off of old ones that are already there, and it explains how everything around us works. So that's what interests me the most.
Or if you have heard about piano exams and all that, and if you have thought about giving exams in piano and taking the, uh, you know, your scholarship through piano, or you going for different levels of education which are there in piano, have you ever thought of that?
This is the first time of me hearing piano exams. I didn't know those were a thing, but I do know about piano scholarships, and I am trying to achieve that goal. I want to get one. So I have to start studying up on the process because I'm entering high school next year. So I have to start preparing for college entrance and all that. So I'll look into everything in a few years, and I will decide on that.
Cool. And Deepak, if we really talk about these days in USA, the current thing that is going on is related to the president-elect. So I'm not too sure if you were watching the elections very closely this time or not. If you heard the debates between Joe Biden and our current president, Donald Trump. Do you have to say anything about the Joe Biden being elected as president?
Not really. I'm not that interested into politics. My political stance only extends to my moral compass. Like what I see is right or wrong. I don't have any fast beliefs.
Yeah. And from your school's perspective, do you go to which school do you go to?
Sunset Middle School, sir.
Okay. And then you are going to be in high school Ravenwood or Nolensville?
I'm leaning towards Ravenwood.
Okay, cool. And have you already decided that what all electives you are planning to take next year, or no?
I have a basic plan, but I'm not like hard and fast yet because I still need to see what classes they offer.
Okay. So you didn't have the counseling session yet? Okay. And from the 5 years from now on, where do you see yourself?
I see myself as an improved person, as an improved pianist, where I know more than I did before. My main focus right now is to improve upon my sight reading skills and my music theory skills. So I'll in 5 years I'll probably be well versed in all that, and I'll probably be in college. So
And let's say that I close you in a room, Deepak, and there is a video game, there is a guitar, and there is a book, and there is a bed to sleep. What would you prefer and why?
I'd read the book and see what it's about and see if it's interesting or not. And for the guitar, I'd probably go for that second because I used to play guitar. But then what happened was it got kind of damaged and we couldn't get a new. I didn't want to get a new one, so that because I wanted to focus more on learning piano. So I'd probably just try something on that, and then probably last I'll play a few games, and then that'd probably sleep on that.
Okay. And during these days when most of the education is shifting to the online version, how do you make sure that you are keeping a check on your time when it comes to online or screen time?
Every hour I set myself an alarm, and every time that alarm rings, I stop what I'm doing and I go for a few minutes and I stretch. I go into the garden and sit down on our swing.
Cool.
So I go outside, or I grab a book right next to me and I read. I just take frequent breaks, but not too frequent. And I do productive things during those breaks. I don't play games or anything.
Very nice. It's so good to hear that you keep check on your screen time regularly. And Deepak, if you have to pass on message to your friends and to the young ones who are looking for doing different things, especially in the field of music, what message would you pass on?
I say go for it. It's a great experience, but the only thing is you have to stick. If you really want to do something, you have to stick with it, and you have to put the time and the effort into perfecting whatever it is you do.
Very nice. And Deepak, once again, heartiest congratulations on winning GMI 2.0. And I hope that when we are going to be seeing you next year and in the coming years, you are going to be better pianist than you are. You are already a great pianist. You are going to be a better one. Before I sign off, just one question. Have you seen the movie Green Book? Again,
I'll
Deepak.
look into it.
Okay. Yeah, I suggest that you see the Green Book movie. So the reason that I brought up the uh, movie Green Book, and I'm not too sure if it is restricted or not, but if it is not, then please go for it. And if you cannot see the movie, there are few piano pieces which are there in Green Book movie, and those are lovely pieces. When I watched movie, I loved the movie because of those piano pieces, and I hope you are also going to enjoy that.
Thank you
You
so
were
much
saying
for having
something?
me once again.
या थैंक यू सो वेरी मच। तो दोस्तों, ये थे दीपक बालामुरुगन, जिन्होंने GMI 2.0 टीन्स कैटेगरी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में पहला स्थान प्राप्त किया था। और अगली बार हम में से कोई फिर आपको लेकर आएगा, आपके लिए कोई और दूसरा साथी, दूसरा विजेता, जिसके साथ हम बातचीत करेंगे शुद्ध देसी रेडियो पर। तब तक के लिए मैं आपसे विदा लेना चाहूंगा, आपका अपना प्रशांत दीक्षित।